Hey everyone, we are going to start a YouTube channel. Reason being, we have a new adventure starting in our lives and we're going to be traveling here pretty soon. I guess the broad gist of it is travel nursing for Elisa and some other adventures that tie into it, but we'll get into more specifics later. But yeah, that's the big news, and we figure rather than trying to have 20 conversations with all of our family members and plus anybody else who wants to tune in and check out what we're doing day to day, this might be the best option for everyone. And rather than writing a long-winded email, we can just do a quick video and maybe like 5 to 10 minutes with updates on what's going on in our lives. So definitely like our channel, subscribe to it. That way you get the most up-to-date information that's going on in our lives, and you can easily track us by getting post notifications whenever we post something. We plan on sharing any unique adventures that we go to, any cool hotspots. The places we're going are going to be every 2 to 3 months, sometimes longer, but yeah, just tune in. You'll kind of be up to date on what's going on there. So we'll get to see a lot of the country, bounce around, and not only just different spots throughout the US, but we also want to keep track of like cool dining experiences that we have, cool hikes that we go on, maybe a cool bar or cocktails. So food and beverage scene is big into our lives because my background's in food and hospitality. And so that's been a big part of our lives for about 15 years. So we want to include that in the channel, and cool places to eat, cool places to drink, and then cool places to adventure too. So maybe if you're thinking about going to those places, you not only know where to go hiking or cool spots to see, but now you know where to go eat and drink or maybe stay if we get to go stay in a hotel. So I'm gonna keep you posted on our little puppy, wherever she is, Ellie. Ellie is our Pomeranian Yorkie, also known as a Porky. She is 1.5 years about right now, and very posh little lifestyle that she's living. So we'll keep you up to date on how she's doing and anything that pertains to her.
It's
And
her
right now
bedtime.
she wants to nap, so.
She's not interested.
Yeah. So some cool things that we want to do on this adventures is definitely want to see the US. That kind of sparked this entire thing. So we want to live in different areas around the United States, see what beautiful scenery America has to offer, whether it be downtown living, urban living, or remote livings, places like Idaho, Montana, the mountains, close to the ocean. We kind of want to experience it all, and this provides that opportunity. We feel like the best way to do that is living in a trailer. So the idea is to probably get a fifth wheel trailer and a truck and live out of the fifth wheel trailer while we rent out our condo here in Michigan. And the trailer gives us the option of
His condo.
yeah, this
Right
condo
there.
right here. The trailer gives us the option of being mobile while living inexpensively, and we can take the truck, pick it up, and move every 3 months if we need to. Down the road, we might get into tiny house living. We don't know. That would be really exciting for us. We already are used to living in a 900 square foot condo, so it's not too far off from living in a 500 square foot tiny home. So that would be kind of cool. So we're gonna see how this trailer living goes before moving into the tiny house. Another huge reason of why we want to do this is we can be in different parts of the country that are closer to our relatives. So we have relatives all throughout the United States, but primarily in Michigan and California. And so being mobile every 2 to 3 months allows us the opportunity of choosing a place that's close to our family members. So if we want to spend a few months in California and be close to her family, we can do that. If we want to be in Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, or Michigan, we can be close to my family. So it offers that opportunity too. So the path to being able to do all this is through travel nursing. And Elisa's gonna go into a little bit more about what travel nursing is and what that's all about.
So I don't know much yet about travel nursing because I don't even have my first assignment yet, but I am working on it. So travel nursing is where you sign up with, there's multiple travel companies you can choose from. I don't have any opinion on any of them yet. Right now I signed up with Atlas and Aya because they are two of the most popular ones, and I have friends who travel with them and they say they're good. So, you know, we'll give it a shot. But they say it's good to sign up with at least two because they have different contracts throughout the state with different hospitals, different times. So if you're like, oh, I want to go to Alaska, and Atlas is like, oh, I don't have any of those right now, maybe Aya will. So it's good to have to sign up with 2 at least, so you have more options. So what you do is you pick a company, you sign up, fill out a profile, put in some references. Not that hard, takes like 1 to 3 days. And then right away, once your profile's done, they ask you what's your specialty, where do you want to work, how many hours, days or nights. They have 8 to 13 week to more contracts, depending if you want to work 3 to up to 6 days a week, depending on what you want, starting next week or starting in 3 weeks or a month. So right now I have a few job applications put out for a few different spots in California, just because it's easiest, it pays the most right now, and I just want to get my first job in and build up a savings before we start traveling for fun. So our first 1 to 2 assignments are going to be for money, to make sure we build up that savings before we start not caring about the money and traveling more for the fun of it.
And just FYI, COVID's happening right now in case you're watching this at a later date.
Oh yeah.
So that is a big incentive for pay because of the COVID relief that's needed in all these different hospitals across the U.S. So that does boost the financial part of it.
Crisis pay. It's good right now. So yeah, I have some contracts I applied for on Friday in California, so I'm just waiting to hear back on those. Hopefully we leave, my last day of work here will be February 6th, hopefully. And then we'll start a new job, and I mean, we'll see how it goes. Either if things aren't wrapped up here in time, I'll fly out and start working, and Mom and Dad, you can bring the trailer over. It's in California.
Yeah, this all happened relatively quickly. We started talking about this seriously maybe a week ago, and she already has probably 25 different jobs that she could apply for and has already heard back at a couple. So if you're a nurse that's getting into travel nursing, it looks like this process does move relatively quickly, and this is supposed to be a slower month, January, February.
Yeah. So I'm gonna fly out maybe, and my parents will, bring the truck and trailer. We're gonna rent, maybe buy. We'll see how it goes. And then John will wrap up things here. We don't know.
Yeah.
So just so you know, when you do travel nursing, they do provide housing that you can do. But we kind of like the idea more of like having a little home that we move around with us versus like living out of a suitcase and unpacking every single time, which is fine. My friends do it and they say it's great. Another friend uses a trailer and she loves it. So it just kind of depends what you want. But this will give us financial stability, working the same I do now, but more money, which is great. It's more flexible. I can work for 3 months and then take like a month off, or 3 months off, or 4 months off, whatever we want, and then take another assignment. And I get to be with John more. Like, we live together, and it's just nice. We get to be together and travel around and spend more time together, and that's really important to us. Like, we're not doing this for the money, although it pays great. We're doing it to explore and be together. I mean, we're married, no kids, have a little dog. Like, we have. John's been intermittently off and off jobs since March because of COVID, so he doesn't have anything like set in concrete right now. So, it's just the perfect time for us to take advantage of this opportunity, and just go and have fun and try something new. And John has a CDL license he'll tell you about in a second if he's looking down that avenue. This whole year is totally different than anything we've done before, but we're excited, and hopefully it works out. And we're still in Michigan right now, so we'll update you guys as I figure out more how things are gonna go. But we're excited to see what happens. Like, it's gonna be an adventure. I've never done it before.
So you might be wondering, like, well, what inspired this? We kind of went over that, more of the excitement and the adventure of doing it. Obviously, not everybody's in that situation. Like Elisa said, we don't have any kids. Financially, it makes sense for us right now. Job-wise, we already set up our resumes to look pretty solid, so we're not abandoning a job early. She's been at her location for over 3 years. COVID really messed with my resume, but before that, I had a really solid foundation to work off of. So make sure you're keeping that in mind before you uproot and just want to ditch it for more money. Try and set yourself up for success so that any place that is going to hire you in the future, or once you get done traveling, you're sick of it, you haven't screwed your resume over. So it's something to keep in mind. Another thing you might be wondering is how long we plan to do this for if you're a family member. The thought process is like 2 to 3 years right now. We don't know. Again, this is all brand new, but definitely want to do a couple assignments. We have a trip that we're hoping to do in Europe if everything opens up later in September of 2021.
Becca and Travis.
Yes, and then probably pick up another assignment for her in between that, and then hopefully doing the Pacific Crest Trail in 2022. So that would be really cool.
Upcoming info on that.
Yes,
But we're excited.
Yeah, that's kind of the
gonna
broad vision. But doing the travel nursing kind of allows for us to uproot, stop working when we need to, and go have fun for 5 to 6 months if we want to, and then get back into working without having affected employer in a negative outlook or our resumes at the same time. So this all works for us. So then you might be thinking, okay, what's John doing? Is he just sitting on his butt all day? I could
stay-at-home dog dad and cooks all my meals.
I probably could with what she's making, but I would go crazy. So if you're like me and you like to stay busy, that doesn't work out well for you. So I definitely want to try and do something, but I need to, again, find something that I can work in for 2.5 months or so. So the thought process there was perhaps truck driving. So I got my CDL license recently, but what I want from a job is part-time, 3 to 4 days. It needs to be local, and I also need to have time for the home life and Elisa and exploring these cool places that we're going to. So it does get a little bit tricky with me, but that's something we'll keep you posted on as we go through this adventure with you guys. So,
and if you're a truck driver and you happen to know if there's such a thing as per diem truck driving, and you can like work for a company and like move throughout the United States and like do like a few hauls, I don't know, a month, like 2 or 3 hauls
without
a month.
owning your own truck.
Without owning your own truck, because he needs to start out and get experience. They'll be moving every 3 months, you know, or if they're like local things, or if I work 4 days in a row and he can like go in out of state one and come back, you know, and do that like twice a month. Like, you were not looking for him to work a lot. Of course, whatever he's happy with makes him happy, but kind of the point is to be together and hang out and explore national parks and things like that.
Yeah.
So, but you know, make some money and be busy too. So let us know if there's such a thing, because that'd be awesome. I hope there is.
Yeah. So that's basically the rundown of what we're thinking right now and what our 2021 is going to look like. Things that we are facilitating at the moment are finding Elisa's assignment. It could be anywhere. Again, we're just looking for financial stability and making the most to set a good foundation for the future. We need to finalize our current jobs that we have right now. So my time with where I'm working at right now, where Elisa's working at right now, you got to finish strong there. So make sure you're doing that. Don't just up and leave, but put in the time. Yeah, loyalty. Treat the people that you've been working for right. Need to find a property management company for our condo and get that listed, and hopefully get a renter in here all set up before we move out. So hopefully set up for mid-February or March is the latest, hopefully. We also have to decide what to take, what to store. So what can fit in a 5th wheel trailer. We're going to be going down from, again, 900 to probably like, I don't know, 200 or 300 square feet of space and limited storage.
So many shoes. How are we going to choose?
I don't know if you're gonna get to take your Michael Kors jacket. I don't know how we're supposed to live.
Becca, you might have to take that off my hands for me.
Treasure it. Then we kind of got to finalize if we are gonna do the truck and trailer, if we're gonna do a tiny house, if we're gonna rent, or if we're gonna do a travel nurse rental, which is similar to Airbnb, but they do 3-month stints or rentals. So it's short term. It's not like you have to have a year-long lease. It's just for 3 months, but they are pretty pricey. So we want to find the smartest, most affordable, but coziest way. And so far we're leaning towards that truck and trailer.
Yeah. So I should know by, hopefully it's right now, today is the weekend. It's Saturday?
Yep.
Today's Saturday. So hopefully by Monday, Wednesday, I keep saying this, but you haven't heard it yet, but I will know where I'm going to be. If it's going to be in California, I think the truck and trailer will work. If it's going to be in a different state, it might be too expensive to drive a truck and trailer over for that assignment, so we'll do the housing that's provided. Who knows? But we're flexible, and we'll find out. And John already is, you know, working on renting out the condo. That's already in the works, and that should be posted next week. And so things are in the works and gonna happen pretty quickly here. Everything's not like finalized yet, but it's so close. And we've already talked to both our jobs. They know we're leaving. St. Mary's is wonderful, by the way, in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So shout out to them, and you should go work for them on H2 with Gina Smits, our manager. She's phenomenal.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up pretty quickly, but also don't worry, family members and friends, we did keep on our steps. Steps that we're working on right now as well are saying our goodbyes, appreciating our family and friends who have been supporting us in Michigan for so long and in California, and trying to tie things up and spend as much time as we can before we go on this adventure. Another big thing we want to focus on is just staying patient and staying positive throughout this whole process. I know moving is difficult on its own, and we're trying to do it in like a 3 weeks notice type of thing. So just staying calm and patient through it all and positive, and stay in love with each other, and shouldn't be too bad. So thank you all for watching, and thank you for all your support. We love you all and really look forward to this 2021 together. All right?
Yep.
Tschüss.
Tschüss.
Bis später.
Nächstes Mal.